For many at the United Nations, Yasser Arafat was a pivotal figure in the history of the Middle East.
President Arafat will always be remembered for having led the Palestinians in 1998 to accept the principle of peaceful coexistence between Israel and a future Palestinian state.
The Palestinian-Israeli conflict dominated the United Nations almost since its inception. Hundreds of resolutions have been passed on the issue in the General Assembly. Yasser Arafat made a historic appearance here in 1974. The UN is part of the so-called Middle East Quartet, which also includes the US, Russia and the European Union. And leaders here believe the end of the Arafat era will bring his dream of a Palestinian state closer to reality.
It is tragic that he did not live to see it fulfilled. Now that he has gone, both Israelis and Palestinians, and the friends of both peoples throughout the world, must make even greater efforts to bring about the peaceful realization of the Palestinian right of self-determination.
The UN flag is flying at half-staff at the world body's New York headquarters as a mark of respect, and the General Assembly held a moment's silence. But Yasser Arafat has often been a controversial figure here. The US had refused to deal with him and now sees his death as a way of moving forward.
For the Palestinian people, we hope that the future will bring peace and the fulfillment of their aspirations for an independent, democratic Palestine that is at peace with its neighbors.
Israel, meanwhile, has responded to Yasser Arafat's death by sealing off the West Bank and Gaza Strip, fearing violence. And the deterioration of security since the start of the Intifada has left the UN caring for more than 4 million Palestinian refugees. Tributes are continuing to pour in here for Yasser Arafat, seen by many UN member states as the hero of the Palestinian people, but by others as an obstacle to peace. One thing that everyone can agree on at least is that his death should be seen as an opportunity to push forward peace in the Middle East. Steve Moore, Channel News Asia at the United Nations, New York.